What's up, guys? Today we're playing Rime. First of all, thanks to Tequila Works and the whole Rime team for sending me a copy early so I could take a look at it ahead of release day. Now, I'm going to tell you guys a few things about Rime. It's an interesting game. It's running on Unreal Engine 4. I've played it on the PS4, I haven't played it on the PC, and the game itself is good. It's a good game. However, this port to the Switch does not appear to be good. And I'm going to show you guys some of the beginning of the game, so there won't be any major endgame spoilers or anything. So I'm going to play through some of the beginning here, and you guys can kind of see for yourself and I guess judge for yourself what you think. A few of the things I've run into are frame rate issues, low resolution character models, and just the resolution in general. And overall, it's just, it's not the best version of the game. So I hope a day one patch is coming at some point, or just a patch in general going forward to help with performance. I think it's stuff that can be fixed, but right now, in its early stages, it's not the best version. But let's play so you guys take a look. So we're just going to run around here, and we have to get these statues. See the beams of light kind of shining up there? We have to run to those. Now, the game itself I like the look of the game. It's very pretty. Of course, it was an interesting idea when it came out because there's not a ton of dialogue in the game. It's very much like Ico. And if you took a look at my original playthrough on the PS4 where I played some of it, I actually really liked it. Evan played it on the PC. We both really liked the game. It's a fun game. So we have to get these little statues. And I can tell you right now, when I was playing it, I noticed this is in docked mode. In handheld mode, it can be even worse. But I noticed the frame rate is quite low compared to what it should be. But let's push on here. I have one of them, I think. Yes, I have one. No, I have two, because I think that's going there, because I did one earlier when I was playing around. Yeah. So I have two now. We got to go over there. And you can notice that the character model, as I kind of run, it's noticeable. There's a lot of aliasing around, like their arms and everything. And then when you zoom in, it's interesting because it goes away. Then you zoom out and it comes back. It's definitely a little trick they used, I guess, to make this work. Now, when you're up against a wall or something like this, the frame rate kind of ticks back up as you'd expect. But then when you start looking out, it really starts to tank. When I was over, which I'll go over here and I'll scale one of these larger monuments that are on top of the ocean and water and everything, I got some frame rates that were definitely in like the single digits at times. It was something. I'll say that. I think it was up there. Right over there on those white pillars, I was climbing that, and the frame rate was just tanking like bad. So let's go over here. Of course, they have the little character over there in the red hood, but we're going to jump down here, and we'll swim over and get the statue. Now, you should see other reviews pop up around this time too, so make sure you check out everyone else's reviews. I know Sean is putting one up as well, just kind of talking about the game in general. But I wanted to give you guys a very good look so you kind of judge for yourself a little bit based on how it plays, because the game itself, I think, is worth a purchase. You're going to want to look at how the performance is, that's all. Because we're in a time right now at the Switch where you have to choose what you're getting because there's so much stuff out there. So we have another one there, and I may, after I get that one up there, that one's actually pretty high up. That actually might cause some frame drops. But when I get around here, if I can, I'll go over there. And scale that so you can see what I'm talking about. But let's go over here and get that other statue. Of course, I'll also drop it into handheld mode towards the end of this video so you can get a look at how that plays and everything. And I was expecting it to run a little better because it's Unreal Engine. I figured, sure, the resolution might drop, but I figured the frame rate would stay pretty consistent. Much like, if you remember, like NBA Playgrounds, that was Unreal Engine, and when you're on handheld mode, it would drop, like the resolution would drop. Sure, it would look kind of blurry, but when in dock mode, it was fine, I think. I mean, I didn't really have any issues with it or anything, so I'm not really sure what happened here, or the development or anything. Unfortunately, I'm not a developer that's on the team, so I can't tell you. All right, now we're kind of up at the top now, up here, and we should be now moving towards, there we go. Oh, no, oh! You can see, I don't know if it's because it's trying to load something, or, oh my god, oh no. Or if something was like causing it to really stutter, but you could see some of those drops are like jarring as anything right there. So we're going to move up here and should be getting the last of those statues. So we're going to keep pressing up here, keep going, there we go. Very nice. I mean, if it's not bothering you, then you'll enjoy the game. It's a good game, but, oh man. The draw distance isn't bad. That's the one thing I'll say. Like, you can actually see things going off on in the distance there pretty well. So I'll at least give them that. The draw distance is pretty good. It gives you that sense of like height, you know, like where it feels like you're really high up. So now we'll work our way back down and get back to the other side. We should get the door should open. We'll get our little fox guy that helps us out. So like I said, I like the look of the game. The game looks good still. There are parts of it that are, oh man, like the frame rate is definitely not good. That's what you have to pretty much come to terms with, because there are people who won't really care. They'll just want to play the game on the go. Again, we'll take a look at it in handheld mode, and that is definitely a big factor for a lot of people, because this is a game that will now be portable. But with a lot coming out, I can understand why some people may be like, I'll wait for a patch, or I'll skip it for now, or I'll get it on another system because the portability isn't like massive to me. In which case, you probably already should have bought it anyway, to be honest. I also noticed it seems to push the Switch really hard. Like the fan is constantly spinning up hard when it's in docked mode. I'm noticing this. So I don't know if it's just because the game itself is pushing it that hard, or what's going on there, because it is bad how much it pushes it. There we go. And yep, so we got our little buddy that'll help us out now, and we should be able to move on to the next area at this point. It does have HD rumble. I'm feeling it now, and it's doing that as it goes up every tier. It's hitting me with a little bit of rumble, but it's not like getting crazy. But it is at least using it, which is good. Although I feel like they may have just ported what the rumble was from the PS4, because it didn't feel anything crazy, but it just felt like the rumble went off when it was jumping up, much like it did on the PS4 version. So we'll push up here. This door will open after I yell at this thing. And there we go. That's still a cool effect. I like the effect they still do with that door. Yeah, it seems to be whenever it needs to load new area. Do you see how it like really drops right there? Oh man, I think it's just because it's trying to load all the assets with the new area. That's got to be it, because it seems to get smoother as we get further. Oh, there's a little. There we go. Hit that guy. And I'll bring that up so we can make our jump now. Hut. Yeah, nice. I like how it has a little. I do like the art style in this game is still really cool. I just wish it ran a little better, man. It struggles, man. It does. It really does. I do think a lot of this can be fixed. I'm going to say that now. I think a patch of some kind from the developers should be able to fix this, hopefully. But we'll see. I didn't hear anything about. They didn't tell me anything about a day one patch coming. So maybe, but more than likely it'll be something down the road. Remember how Overcooked came out and they put a patch out and helped it, or Mr. Shifty had the same thing? Where those are built on Unity, whereas this is built on Unreal. So maybe because there's a new Unreal part that came out 4.15, maybe they were building on the older one and they had to guess at a lot of things. 4.15 apparently added actual Switch support to it. So maybe that's the case. I'm not sure, but I do know they needed help getting it on the oh my gosh, the handheld part. And this is it running in docked mode at what appears to be. I mean, I look at this and it looks very similar to the handheld version. I guess the resolution's the same, and that it just dynamically changes in resolution is all I can assume, because it's yeah. You know, we're gonna actually at this point, why don't we jump over to handheld mode so you guys can kind of take a look and see how it plays when it's portable. So here's the game in portable mode. Now I'm also going to show you a couple screenshots that were captured directly from the Switch using the capture button mechanic. So here is the regular native resolution version of the image, and then I'll also blow it up for you here, and you can see the resolution is low at times, and if you zoom in it picks back up. That's kind of the way it is in handheld mode. Now what's interesting is handheld mode seems to be the same resolution from what I can tell, maybe a slightly different than docked mode. It really doesn't seem that much different, which is very odd. I wonder if they just left it 720p across the board and just cooked in a dynamic resolution, much like what we saw with Doom, for example. This is Unreal Engine though, and I'm not really sure what the rest of the mechanics are, so outside of that, we'd pretty much have to see a patch or just have the developers let us know what's going on. I'm sure we'll also hear from Digital Foundry, of course. But thanks guys for watching. Enjoy the rest of this handheld gameplay, and I'll see you in the next video.